She was almost 23. Like, why didn't she just leave? Like, that's
sorry, I'm wrong. 23, almost 24. Sorry.
She was 23, almost 24. Okay, she was a grown woman. Like, why didn't she just leave?
Exactly. And there's in these videos that have come out.
Has she ever addressed that? Because she's done a lot of interviews.
This is what she says. Oh, sorry, hold on. My mom, the other time I tried to run away, my mom found me and then she chained me to the bed for 2 weeks. Yeah. So I was scared to run away, but that's bullshit. Sorry, my language. Because in these videos that were released, Gypsy, and you can see Dee Dee's car parked in the driveway, is just out strolling around the street looking for places for her and Nick to F-U-C-K in the foliage, literally in the grass. She's out there just rolling up and down the street. So why couldn't she roll herself to a police station or a neighbor?
Hold on, let me thank some people real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Crystal, Pink Sands, Melissa, Beth Ann, Swirly, Melody, Brienne, Nay, Misty, sorry, I can't pronounce. S Gaming, appreciate you all. Let me quickly follow anybody that I am supposed to. Linny, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Melissa, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Crystal Kramer, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Beth Ann, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. I follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. So this Ken guy, does he have a job?
I think right now he's doing like lineman work or something.
Construction?
He was, yeah, something like that. Before that, he was a bartender, and I guess it wasn't bringing in enough money.
So he has a real job. That's good.
A big boy job. Yeah, I got him a big boy job.
And he does go live on here, I've heard.
Rarely, but yeah.
Oh, rarely, because that pays also. Double the first 20 seconds, y'all.
Well, that's why Gypsy's here.
Does she get a lot of gifts when she goes live?
She doesn't go live anymore.
Why?
I don't know. Probably because of us.
Thank you, Laura. It's on her regular posts. Does she, when you go live, you can turn off the comments when you go live, right?
Yeah. I don't know why. That's a good question. I don't know why she
can turn off the comments. And there's people here that would gift her just to get attention. People sometimes gift just so that their name pops up.
Can you imagine if she went live now, though, after all these videos have come out? I don't think it would go very well. And Perez, she's got a podcast she's working on.
Does anybody know if Ryan is live? I would love to go live with him.
Ryan will never, ever have the cojones to go against Gypsy.
Why?
She has because she's got a really weird hold on the men that she's got in her life.
But she did
including
him so
Nick.
She did him so dirty.
Yeah.
He won't
do it. You'll be hey, if you can get him to do it, I'll be impressed.
Somebody said he's live. Hold on. Let me see him.
Okay, if he is, let me know. I'll drop down. One thing, hold on. There's one more thing I want to point out.
Live.
I do want to point out really quick that in 2011, Gypsy also pew-pewed her mom with a BB gun. Pew-pew, sorry.
All right. What else have we not touched upon? This is just wild.
I can wrap it up with this. There was no reason for Dee Dee Blanchard to be schmurdered in her sleep, thinking that everything was just fine and dandy. She tricked her mother, and the only reason that she schmilled her was for diok or just for her own sick pleasure. But it was not because she didn't have a way out.
So I do have another question. I recall, I've seen clips of Gypsy being able to give prison interviews. She gave interviews to the media while in prison. Has Nick given any prison interviews?
Nick did one prison interview, and they took that and twisted it, and he's never done it since.
How did they twist it?
They cherry picked what they wanted to play, and before that, you know how docu-series can be. I don't remember. Someone in the comments can probably tell you the name of it. But they just painted him in a bad light and made him sound, you know, so horrible and evil. I'm not saying that Nick is innocent. So I just want to make that clear. But I don't think he's what Gypsy's made him out to be.
God.
There's so much. Like we've been doing this for 2 years, Perez. There is so much.
Only 2. You and Becca have been doing it for 2 years too. So you both.
I remember when the crime happened. I watched Mommy Unalived and Dearest and all of that stuff. And when she was about to be released, I rewatched it. You know, I was excited she was going to be out. You know, we all believed this lie we were sold. And then she got out and just more things were just, no, you know, not adding up. This doesn't add up. No, this isn't right. And then the more you just go layer after layer after layer, you will see the truth. And the reason she also, if this would have went to trial, she would be where Nick is. And that's why we haven't seen this evidence. It was never presented at a trial. And Gypsy knew it would be, and that's why she took a plea deal.
Wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, and Into the Weeds says that she's got even more videos and more stuff that she hasn't even posted yet. Yep. Y'all need to be really organized, I told her. You need to do a YouTube playlist. I did my part. I posted my article. Help share that article.
I will be sharing that everywhere.
Hopefully that gets some traction. And well, it was so good chatting. I see some other suggestions. I'll try to make it happen. Let me thank some people before we log off. Hold on. Thank you, Laura, Nelly, Occasionally Classy, Melody, Pink Sand, Rosie Rowe, your favorite, Liv, Lydia, and Christy. Am I following you? I am. Okay, gorgeous. Well, it was so nice to chat. I appreciate all the info. Thank you. All right. We'll talk soon.
Yes, bye-bye.
All right, have a good one. Okay, I've seen 2 names. I've seen Fancy and Audrey. Thank you, Sandy. I don't know Fancy or Audrey, but suggest them so that I could, and they need to be streaming live so that I could request them. So let me see. Have you guys suggested them like in the actual functionality? Viewers' suggestions. Let's see. No, I don't see either of them. I need them in the viewer suggestion thingy, or have them request me. I'll do either. Best friend. I'll talk to Bree. I want to hear all sides. I'll talk to Bree. Is she here? Are you here, Bree? Or Audrey or Fancy? I don't know. I'll talk to anybody. Let's see here. Viewer suggestion. Audrey, okay. Invite. I see. Hello.
Hi.
Have we gone live before?
No, sir.
I know that like a year or 2 ago, I did go live with some Gypsy people, and I just don't remember who.
No, that wasn't me.
All right. Wait, let me look at, oops, sorry. Let me unmute. Sorry. Chicken Nugget Life. Let's do this battle style. That's how I roll. You don't have to like pay attention to that, but you can if you want to.
I've never been to one.
How did you get verified?
So I bought a house and we thought somebody was murdered in our house because of stuff we found under the floorboards. But also my mother and I used to own a business doing paranormal stuff in Tombstone, Arizona. And so we were featured on the WB's channel for being the #3 most haunted place in the United States.
triples for the next 30 seconds, y'all. I will follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Oh, look at that, Audrey. This is the time your support goes 3 times as far. I'll follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. So do you cover Gypsy a lot?
Yes, I've been working with Amber on doing the podcast. She goes over the files and we go up, and then I post like the stuff over here.
Amber is Into the Weeds. Is that okay? So that's your podcast as well?
No. I'm just a friend that goes up on lives with her and all that. It's not my podcast at all. That's all Amber.
Okay. I think I'm fairly familiar with things. How did Gypsy and that Nick guy meet? Do we know?
Christian dating website. So they both, I swear on my life, they met on a Christian dating website.
The hookup? It wasn't like that at first. No.
Well, they spoke for a few days and it was pretty innocent. And then they went over to Facebook and then things just kind of escalated from there, which with all that being said, if you're just now following all this, they love to say that Nick introduced Gypsy to the role play and all that. But if you go and you listen to like the interviews with Nick, he does say like, oh, it was my suggestion. But then he says Gypsy sent him a video of her cosplaying Harley Quinn. And from there, the idea sparked. So it was a guided decision. Like she introduced, here's me playing this role, and he ran with it.
And how, I'm curious about the time frame. So she was 23, almost 24 when her mom was offed. Yeah. How long did she and Nick date for?
Almost 3 years, or maybe even a little over 3 years. They met in October of 2012 and then did it in 2015. So 13, 14. Yeah, almost 3 years.
So it wasn't like a super quick thing. It took some time. I mean, you're not did Nick, did he have a trial?
He did, yes, because he has autism like we've discussed, and he did not understand the severity of what he was looking at. So they offered him pleas and he declined them because mentally he's like 12 to 15 years old. He thought he was going to just get away with it on thinking that he had saved this girl, and he didn't understand the justice system doesn't care about that. But a lot of people in my chat are telling me the one thing they want you to know is there's a video, you can find it on Into the Weeds podcast, where Gypsy tells Nick that if they ever have a daughter together.
13, I saw that. That's disgusting.
Yes.
And that was her idea, because I also saw another clip where she claimed that it was his idea. It was her idea. So, okay. If y'all are watching and you didn't see this one video, I'll get to the video. Hold on. I'll make a note. Why was she sending? Okay. Sorry, God, I have so many questions.
You're good.
Where did she live again?
Springfield, Missouri.
Greenfield, Missouri. And where was he?
Springfield.
Oh, Springfield. And where did he live?
He lived in Wisconsin. I cannot recall the name of the town. Big Bend, I believe.
That's not pretty. Is that near where she lived, or?
No, it's like 8-9 hours away.
Oh, wow. So they were doing a long distance thing for many years?
Yes, and she paid for the bus ticket for him to get there. She paid for the hotel he paid in or stayed in. Like, she funded the whole thing. She essentially hired a hitman.
And I remember she said in one of the videos that her mom had a rule that she couldn't date until she was 21 or something.
Yeah. So she says that she couldn't date till she was 21 or until she was mature enough. And like, obviously you don't know me. My followers know me. I have a special needs son. And so that's not unrealistic whenever you have a special needs child to say, hey, you're not at the maturity level right now. That doesn't mean we won't get there, but let's see whenever we get to that point, if you're able to handle that. So I don't see a big deal about that.
So initially, let me save the question because we're almost done. Hold on. And then I'll thank some people, then I'll ask the question. Hold on. My God, look at your crew. Let me thank some people. Thank you so much to Laura, my legend, Millie, Melodiel, Swirly Gig, the Solo Ma'am, Mama, Hummus, Ruby Red, Christy, Jade, Parody, Dot, Let me quickly follow everybody that I'm supposed to. I follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Nelly, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Lydia, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Jen, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Okay. So initially, or was Dee Dee ever aware of Gypsy's relationship with Nick, or was it always like a secret?
So it depends, because there is an article that says that she was aware and that she was so happy for them. But apparently some people say it's not true. I don't know one way or the other. However, we do know from Nick himself that they went to the movie theater, and Nick and Gypsy sat together at the movie theater, and Dee Dee sat away from them. And whenever she sat away from them is whenever we have this selfie of her in the little Cinderella costume with him. So, I mean, Dee Dee was aware that they at least had interacted. Oh, you're muted, I think.
I am?
Oh, there you go. Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Okay. So, gosh, my brain is like, it feels like it's underwater at the moment.
Yeah, there's a lot to take in. It's a very complex case. And if it wasn't for Amber...
Oh, here's the question. Sorry, I'm glad I remembered. So, okay, he lived like 8 or 9 hours away. What was the point of sending all of these videos? Like, why not just text him or call or talk on the phone or whatever? Like, what was the reason for all the videos?
I mean, I kind of have the theory that she always planned to make him a fall guy. And so she wanted all of this documentation of him saying and doing crazy shit, because she deleted her Facebook before they were arrested. Like, she knew to start deleting stuff. And she didn't ever think that the stuff she sent he would have kept, is my theory. Other than that, she's fucking weird. I don't know why they did it.
Hold on, just to the chat. I see you guys. Bree is somebody, is she a friend of Gypsy's?
She's Gypsy's best friend, and I'm going to be honest, you can bring her up, but
No,
you're
not
not
with you. I don't do that. I don't do that. I just do one at a time. Is she like her real best friend? Like, for real?
She would wear Gypsy's skin if she could.
Okay. If Bree is watching, I'll talk to her. Is she just have her go live and have her request me, or I'll request her, or have her go live, and then y'all suggest it so that I could see her pop up for me so that I can go live with her. Okay. If she wants to, I don't have to talk to her, but I like to hear all sides. I want to give her a voice as well. Okay. So we were talking about this thing. I saw this one video where in an interview, Gypsy claimed that it was Nick's idea that if they had a daughter, when their daughter was 13, that he would deflower her. Mm-hmm. But then in one of these newly released videos that were from your friend, her Freedom of Information Act request, we see that it was actually Gypsy Rose Blanchard herself sent a video to her then boyfriend telling him, for whatever reason, if we have a daughter, when our daughter turns 13, you have to take her V card. And that's just how it has to be.
Well, and their narrative now is Nick made her make that video. And I don't care who you are. If somebody tells you to make that video, block.
If he really is as challenged as he is, I don't think he would be that crafty or cunning. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. And that's something I was going to say earlier, is my chat was saying, and they did remind me, like, the videos were a part of her grooming for him. And if you go over like the court stuff, the where people make the testimonies and all that, there was an expert that said she used videos to groom him because he was a visual learner and all that. So like the video you see of her like showing him how to stab a bed, it's because she was showing him.
I just had another thought. Was she homeschooled? Did she attend actual school?
That seems to be another thing that is up to debate, because her medical files show that she was homeschooled, and the homeschool that's listed closed in 2011 after a tornado went through Joplin and destroyed the building. So where the records are, nobody seems to know. But mom claims she was homeschooled. Doctors claim she was homeschooled. Therapists claim she was homeschooled. But Gypsy claims she went to kindergarten. Then she had another interview. She said she only went to second grade. So nobody seems to know, but we do know at least she did go to a Catholic school whenever she was very young, because we have pictures of her in her schoolgirl uniform.
Hold on.
But she was reading Harry Potter and all that. So, I mean, she may have gotten education from her mom, but she wasn't unintelligent. I mean, people aren't just reading Harry Potter.
Let me thank some people. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, let me mute Audrey for a second. Thank you so much to Laura, Ruby Red, Swirly Gig, Stop, Jock, Not Your Snarky Therapy, True Talk Clips, Kat, Mersey, me, Nancy, and Nicole on the treadmill. Let me follow everybody that I'm supposed to. I follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Swirly, I just followed you. Appreciate the support so much. Let me see who else. Okay, let me just quickly check. People are saying I should go live with Fancy. Is that somebody you know?
So Fancy helped to release the medical records. She's who they were talking about, the Good Wives Network. But before we go, I did want to tell you about.
We don't have to go yet. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I want to. So is Fancy live or watching?
I don't know if she is live. I can't check on my other phone because I'm live.
Okay. Tell Fancy and Bree to both go live and request and y'all suggest them under my live. Hold on, because there's no need. Oh, Bree is live, but I can't. Let me follow her. Maybe then I'll be able to. Okay, let me see if I can request her. I'm not going to with you on. Don't worry. Bree is not available right now. I'm chatting with you.
With Bree, get your holy water ready.
All right, let me log off. Because I do want to go live with Bree, just to hear from somebody close to Gypsy Rose.
But I'll tell you one more thing before we log off.
Yeah.
You asked about her being reformed in prison. She said that prison was basically daycare, like she was just being supervised, but she also accused somebody of rape in prison, and she had lied about it. And whenever she realized that they were in trouble for it, she went and told the truth. So the girl's a whole level of crazy, but I just wanted to tell you that. So,
all right. Well, let's talk again some other time. Okay. And because I still have more questions, but it was lovely to meet you.
You too.
All right. Have a good night. Bye. All right, y'all. Go into Bree's chat and tell her that I'm not like screaming. I'm not here to ambush anybody. Just have a conversation. Let's see if I can request her now. Here we go. All right. Let's see if she'll accept.
I did all of that for nothing.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
All right. So let's do this battle style. You can ignore it. That's just how your boy.
Yeah,
I like to be transparent. Your boy's trying to get paid while we chat. So you're like real friends with Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
Yes, she's one of my closest friends. I came on the first January, 2024, and I saw this lady named Fancy Maselli.
Somebody mentioned her earlier.
She's crazy. Okay, so I came on because I had found out a lot of. Calling me now because I'm on here, but and I was exposing her because so Fancy Maselli was a fake producer writer that conned her way into Gypsy's family's life by lying and saying she was a producer, and took Gypsy's medical records and never gave them back, sold them on Patreon, like sold parts of them on Patreon. Like, she's nuts. So I came to expose.
Isn't that illegal? Like, reveal. Oops.
Let me block these persons. Okay. Sorry.
Isn't that illegal to release somebody's medical records?
So I don't know if you heard about the lawsuit that Gypsy did to a creator named Fancy Maselli. It was her. The reason it didn't go through. Yes. The reason she tells everybody she won the lawsuit, but that's not actually what happened. Mike, Gypsy's lawyer, filed it in the wrong jurisdiction. So maybe one day they'll go through it again. But I think Gypsy's also just like she would have to sue everybody.
So have you met Gypsy in real life?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was on the show. I was on 2 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Do
you live in the same city as her?
Mm-hmm. I live about an hour away.
So
I live in New Orleans.
Oh, I thought she moved. Didn't she move?
Well, she moved, but it's not that far away from here.
Oh, she's still in Louisiana though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So prior to last year, were you aware of her or familiar with her?
2 years ago. So yeah, I mean, I know a little bit about her story, but not much. Even though I live in Louisiana, but what drew me to it is because I know that when she first came out, everybody was like, "Oh my God, Gypsy!" Or in the weeks leading to it, and I saw the public just week by week start to turn on her, and I thought it was so insane just because they built this platform for her and then wanted to pull it from under her feet. So I was like, let me look into this because I don't know, I'm an empathetic person, and I'm like, this seems a little crazy, and it seems like what. We live in a society that wants followers and wants, so jealousy can be a part of that. They don't like to hear me say that, but it could be, and it is what it is. So I started looking into it, and that's when I found this crazy lady, and she's the one. Okay, somebody was up here earlier, a big homophobe, by the way, and she told you about
Who?
Becca Scoops.
She's a homophobe?
I exposed her. She hates me because I exposed her. Yeah, she's a huge homophobe, and a racist, but they hate me because I tell the truth, and that's why they hate me. I mean, literally hate me. No, so Becca Scoops she has 300 pages of Gypsy's medical records, and I have, just at my home, I have 6,000 pages of Gypsy's medical records, literally 10 feet away from me. Okay. And I have gone through nearly all of her records. I've met her. I've met friends of Dee Dee. And at the end of the day, what this started off as is content for people that they're making money off of. And you're here battling, you want to make that money, and that's fine. Do your thing. But when it starts to affect a person, and then now even her baby, people just leaked her baby's pictures a week ago. When people call CPS on her all the time, and when you invalidate someone's abuse, I, as a human being, didn't like seeing that. So I started advocating for her, and then she reached out to me, and we just built a friendship from there. But the micro deletion Becca Scoops brought up to you, let me tell you why. Okay, so her microdeletion, she has strabismus.
So let me, because there's even more people watching now. Let me, if anybody joined late or whatever. First of all, repeating myself, I never really followed the crime. I was somewhat aware of Gypsy because of the Joey King movie and because of the documentary, but I didn't really pay attention until she was released from prison, and then it was she was a celebrity, she was a Kardashian,
right. Which she didn't ask for. That's a product of the media and the public,
So if I am not informed, don't come for me.
I'm not going to come for you.
Yeah, no. Not you. I'm just talking to people in general. Since you've become friends with her, would you say you're familiar with everything that people are saying? In my opinion, and I'm not one to boost myself, I feel like I know this case better than anyone. Okay, so we'll get to that, but let me just thank some people first. Hold on. Thank you so much, Christy, Laura. Oh, I can't read your name. Number 3, Millie the Mermaid, Jilly, K-Mac, Ruby, Jade, Susan, Wildbird, and everybody else. Let me follow everybody who I said I would. I follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Let me follow. Who do I need to follow? Christy, I just followed you. Bless you. Thank you for the support.
Oh, I should be good. Thank you, Gypsy.
Millie the Mermaid, I just followed you. I don't know your name. Sorry, I requested you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so the whole micro deletion thing. So if you're a novice or not that familiar like me, the crux of everything, y'all, is Gypsy Rose Blanchard, whom we're talking about. She alleged that her mother was abusive, that her mother made her get unnecessary procedures and things. And there's an actual term for it, which I think has got a different name.
Montage by proxy. Factitious disorder opposed upon another, either one. Well, the later one is the...
So, allegedly, now, this is what I've been told, if this is true, it would really change things, at least in my mind. According to some people that allegedly have seen medical records, Gypsy did have a medical condition which truly did warrant medical intervention. Is that not accurate?
No. Let me explain to you. So, Fancy Maselli, the one that was a huge supporter that lied her way into Gypsy's life, she last year. So you know what's that news reporter Banfield?
Yeah, Ashley Banfield.
Okay, so Christy, Gypsy's stepmom, when she found out she had an interview with Fancy, and Fancy's been trying to destroy her family for years since they broke off from her because they realized she was a con artist, and she got that interview taken away from her, and since then she has a huge vendetta against this family. So she's been knowing about this microdeletion, and she knows it doesn't mean anything. You see Gypsy today, right? So microdeletions. Yes.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So Gypsy's mother knew she had a chromosome disorder since birth. It wasn't until 2011 that she found out what type of chromosome disorder she had. But here's the thing. Her mother never told any doctors about this because she used it as a blueprint. And what I mean by that is, so the thing with chromosome disorders, they all have overlapping symptoms and disorders. Like so many different chromosome disorders can have the same exact thing as the other. So what Dee Dee would do is bring her to the doctor for basically, like she said she had cerebral palsy, didn't have that. She said she had muscular dystrophy, continued to say that even though doctors told her she didn't. She told people she was quadriplegic since birth. Quadriplegic. There's medical records where it literally says quadriplegic, paraplegic since birth, because of a seizure, because of a car accident. She changes all throughout the records. And so basically that's what her mom did. And so what she would do is go to the doctor, get medications that she would give her too much, and it would mimic side effects of other diagnoses that she wanted to get her. And point blank period, let me tell you what the microdeletion does for Gypsy, because every single person is different. So she has microcephaly, which means she has a smaller head. Since Gypsy's so tiny, you can't really tell because she's pretty proportionate. I got a violation for harassment and bullying. They hate me. You got to think, if someone hates you that much, it's probably because they don't want you to ruin their little money bag, right? And they're lying. Okay, so strabismus, which is a lazy eye. Those are the two things.
She had a lot of dental issues.
So she had 14. Okay, so she had a few she had dental work done like 3 times, like major dental work, meaning like, because it was like 14 cavities. She got like 7 extractions. So over time, that's from A, medication that she was taking. B, she was drinking a bottle since she was younger, which I'm sure Store like probably told you about that. And that's just 2 and salivary glands. Her salivary glands being removed makes her mouth super dry, which could then mess up your teeth. There's multiple different reasons. Her mom didn't just pull them out either. She didn't,
Here's a big question that I have. Prior to the awfulness that happened, and with the exception of her boyfriend, did she ever confide to anybody? Did she ever tell the family? She did.
Yes, this is the thing. So there's a woman named Megan Pack. She was one of the first people to follow this case, and she did a blog on it. It's called Megan's Thought Catalog. In there's witness statements from multiple different people that she not reached out to. Like, she told this woman that was friends with her mom, like, it's not what it looks like. I'm not disabled. She said, I would do anything to get away from my mom. The lady did nothing. When she ran away to Dan's house, so there was 3 people there. One of those people knew her, and plus Dan as in the wheelchair. She came there on her feet, They got in contact with someone named Shelly that used to go to the conventions with Dee Dee, like to the Vision Con. Call Dee Dee.
What kind of conventions? Wait, sorry, what kind of
Vision Con? The Vision Con, a little, the things that she used to go to every year, like with like Darth Vader.
I didn't really follow this before.
Well, she went to Vision Con and she met this guy named Dan, who's much older.
Is this somebody that Gypsy was like dating?
Well, she was talking to, she met him from Vision Con. And he was in the hospital one night. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank some people. Hold on. Thank you so much to Nicole on the treadmill, Vicky, Lauren, Laura, Jade, Pat, Jilly Beans, the Who of Whoville, Ashley, Kai Sue, and everybody else. Appreciate you. Let me follow everybody that I'm supposed to. I follow anybody who sends 1,000 or more. Your support is greatly appreciated. Okay, Vicky, I just followed you. Lauren, I just followed you. Okay, good. I'm caught up. All right. So I'm also curious, I have like a vague awareness that she and her father are on good terms, right?
Absolutely, yes. He's a really good.
Does Gypsy have any relationship with her maternal family?
So, I don't think she would mind me discussing this. So here's the thing. There is one aunt that in the beginning, she was very supportive of Gypsy, and, they have every right to feel how they feel, and so she doesn't really talk to Gypsy. There is one that, they talk on and off. Her family is the sisters are the ones that, told Gypsy she should write a book. And this I won't get into. There are personal reasons why they're upset about the book, something that she shared that they didn't want shared about some, family secrets, put it that way. And because, some people don't want their family secrets exposed. So, but no, she doesn't. She has a lot of grace for any kind of hate they have towards her. I mean, she understands.
So now here's like
But they saw her walk when she was little, by the way. And they went to Dee Dee. Okay. And Dee Dee told them it's progressive.
Here's the tough question.
Okay, tough question.
I spent almost 2 hours this morning looking at a lot of videos. I'm sure you've seen some of these videos that have come out.
Oh, I got one for you.
What do you mean?
Have you seen Nick's? They're not showing that one, right?
I saw one video of his. Yeah.
One of his face, or was it dark?
He was eating cereal.
Yeah, no, you never. You want to hear the one where he sounds like a demon?
Yeah, play it.
Yeah, okay. Because it's pretty crazy. Okay. They won't show this one because it will make, Okay. Let me put this on. So, what is this? Oh, I'm like, that's nothing. All right, I'll play it in 1 second. I'll just do this so I can get you close to it because it's kind of low. And this is one of the creepiest things I've ever heard. Seems your supposable soulmate, Gypsy. You wanted to wash on the lights on you. Some others while I'm trying to get to some point that you can understand. You wanna
What is he saying?
Look, I'll actually turn to the captions. It's insane. They don't show this one though because, that's not good for him.
They're role playing.
No. No, let me tell you. You know that what you've seen of Gypsy, that's role playing. So in this one, I'm gonna tell you what he's doing. He is literally he's first of all he's a demon named Victor. Y'all remember who Victor is, right? This is one thing I try to explain to people. I'll pause this and I'm gonna post this so you can always see it on my page later because it's like 16 minutes long. So here's the thing. So role play, if you know what that is when you are acting out something and Gypsy, I'm not gonna lie, Gypsy's pretty good at it, right? Like I'm gonna be honest. She's good at it. She's like, you can tell it seems, because I've been hearing people analyze this, this means, it doesn't mean anything. She's acting. Like anything she's saying doesn't mean anything. It's acting.
So the whole, when our daughter's 13, that was just her.
No, so listen, if you listen to this one video, Gypsy has to answer questions for Nick. And one of the questions is about his fantasies. And she goes over how, I know your one fantasy, especially grape. And she goes on and on about it. And she's you can tell it's not what she does not, she forms a very fine, she draws a fine line on how she feels about it and how she wants a safe word, which he never uses. And Nick, okay, you have to look at all the patterns. Nick was arrested for watching violent grape porn in McDonald's for 9 hours. And
He
on the
was?
police report, yes. On the police report, it literally says...
This is before everything.
This is right in the beginning of their relationship, before any type of role play started happening, by the way. And let me tell you what he told the police. They asked him about what he was watching. And he's like, I would never grape anyone, so I'll watch it instead. That's a red flag. You're not watching people like... This was a huge fantasy. He wanted to grape her mother. Like, he admitted that in his interview, like, and his appeal papers, he thought about it. And the reason he didn't is because Gypsy begged him not to. And instead he got to grape her. And she was begging him to stop while he was doing that, by the way, and he didn't. So...
Hold on, let me thank some people. Hold on. Thank you so much to... I can't read your name. Who's the number one? The Real Bethany, y'all. Thank you. Occasionally Classy. Thank you. Angela Evilu. Thank you. Laura KW Dane. Thank you. Hannah. Thank you. The Who of Whoville. Thank you. Amy Lynn. Thank you. Vicky. Thank you. Millie the Mermaid. Thank you. Christy. Thank you. Everybody. Thank you.
All y'all.
We follow everybody that I'm supposed to. I follow anybody.
Thank y'all. I didn't even notice
that. Occasionally Classy. I sent you a follow request. Am I caught up? Okay. Angela, I sent you a follow request. Thank you. Okay. Wait, some people are saying that Gypsy is watching now?
Well, yeah, she's my top gifter. Look at her. Go Gypsy.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. She should go live with me.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone live with Ryan. Listen,
don't believe a bunch of cloud chasers then.
I have an open mind. I'm not that informed. I'm just having a conversation. So if she wants to go live with me, I would love to do that. Cause listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'll get some coin going live with her.
Hey, at least you admitted, unlike these people, they act like they
totally
care about.
Transparent. Listen, if you know anything about PEREZ Hilton, I keep it real. But I would understand why I'm actually even surprised that she's gifting you, because I would think she'd want to lay low right now.
No, she doesn't.
Surface.
She knows who she is and she knows what happened. She knows that she went from one abusive situation to another, and she didn't realize that until she was in prison and started to heal from that. Nick still, as of a few years ago, still speaks to women like this. He was dating someone and they were letting him speak to their daughters, which is sick to me. And still doing the whole, like, he's Nikolai now is his meanest character, his most evil. Gypsy, you have to watch. There's certain ones that people aren't pushing out, and it's where Gypsy's like telling the things that she, you know what she told her, like she doesn't want to do backdoor stuff, okay? And she's like, but if to punish me, I'll allow you. And let me tell you what a punishment would be. Like if I go to the grocery store without asking you for permission, he groomed her to think that she needed to do anything and everything that he asked her to do.
Wait.
He 100% groomed her.
The videos I saw, listen, I like to be fair.
That's because they're pushing out.
As an objective person who is not like an aficionado of this, who does not have...
Don't worry, I'll have them soon, and I'm going to push them out the way they're supposed to be pushed out.
So like from the videos that I saw today, like it seemed the opposite. It seemed like she was... Like, I need reassurance. I need this.
Yeah, she needs reassurance because all she thought he wanted was sex, which is in the videos that they aren't posting. The video where she asks him to, says how she'll grape him. The video that came before that was him telling her that she had to tell him how he would grape her. Now, how did Gypsy answer? Oh, I would tie you up to a chair or a bed. That's it. That's what she said. Think of someone who is really into that. That is not that descriptive or detailed. That's what you'll do to grape him. Just tie him up. That's it. Wow, that's really violent. You have to, okay, this is the thing. The people who got this, I called this out yesterday, and I think I would do the same thing. When she got those videos, what she should have done was sort through them and put them in order, because aren't we interested in the evolution of their relationship and what caused them to end up where they were? And the only way you can look at it that way is if you put them in order. You have to see Nick's video and Gypsy's video. Nick, because they're responding back and forth.
Her a lot of videos too?
Yes, they're not posting them, Perez. They're doing that on purpose. They are pushing one narrative.
Did you file a Freedom of Information Act request also?
Yeah, well, we're also, Gypsy has it, but they're looking for it because, it's been years. But if not, we're following them. But it's under investigation because they got a bunch of stuff that they shouldn't have got sent to them.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
But yeah, there's so many things that like is just not appropriate for live that like people just don't know and understand. But at the end of the day, here's the thing: all these people are focused on this stuff with the sexual stuff that has nothing to do with the crime. It has nothing to do with the crime.
So here, okay,
because the fantasy was the whole fantasy built up. The only way he would do this for her is if he got to grape her or her mother. That was in his trial. They say this. That's a fact.
Watching the videos that I saw, though, it seemed like it was her idea to do this to him.
And so you see his videos.
It was his idea?
If you go to my YouTube, I have these transcripts of his videos. Last year, the transcripts, this came out last year, okay, the transcripts. But let me tell you, the same creator that has the videos, let me tell you what she did. She went online, she started reading Nick's videos, and she was like, it was bad. It was bad. And she was like, I'm not going to continue them because this is just really heavy. And then she went on to do Gypsy's videos and finished all of them. Didn't do Nick's. It's pushing a narrative. And to me, these aren't true crime creators. These are clout chasers. Be a clout chaser all you want, but admit it. Don't go after and try to humiliate and bully someone off the internet because you want your bag. Just stand loud and proud and say, I'm doing this for that.
What about people told me that Nick allegedly said, I don't want to do this. Let's just run away. Let's go somewhere else.
No, let me tell you. That they're lying, and this is fact. There's evidence out there. So Nick, in his trial, they show this. Gypsy decided that she wanted to try to get her mom to like him, and Nick was still while the plan was off. Nick was literally looking up machetes. That's what he wanted her to get. He wanted her to get a machete. By the way, he was looking up machetes, duct tape, a taser. He was looking up websites.
Did she testify at Nick's trial
for him?
For him to get him off.
Not to get him off, but just she felt like, look, a Gypsy does feel, no matter how their relationship was and it was abusive, no matter how much these people want to like say it wasn't, she felt like she took 2 lives that night. Even though Nick and her both were manipulative to each other. You have to think, Nick, nobody was really there for him. He was a very lonely person. He was, doing that in McDonald's, you would think his parents would like want to get him help for that. Like, he had a bad upbringing too. And when I say bad, I think it's more like generational, like mental health. You know how mental health is like, as the years go on, it gets more like awareness to it. So he definitely needed mental health way back when. And Gypsy was being abused. 2 darknesses, boom.
Going all over the place because like I really don't know too much.
No, it's okay.
She's close to her father now, but where was her father doing all of this?
Where was her father doing all of this? Well, so there's a real thing called parent alienation. That's for one. For 2, should Rod have tried a little harder? Absolutely. He'll tell you that himself. It's almost like out of sight, out of mind. He works offshore. He's always working. He knew that Gypsy, as the sick kid, he could never take care of her like Dee Dee. He thought Dee Dee was an amazing mom until he didn't. And he still, he doesn't talk hateful about Dee Dee ever. And you can see that in the emails that they passed around. I don't look at them because it's not my business, those emails. But he talks about Dee Dee in a good way, even in there. Dee Dee was a good liar. Dee Dee was a con woman, and her own family will tell you that she was a liar. She was a thief. She had 10 warrants in Louisiana for credit card theft, this woman that they were staying with. There's a record that I have where she tells the story how when they finally moved out, she found that she was trying to get a credit card in her name. She was a con woman, but she also had a mental illness. And the thing is, these people want to say that she was malingering. All the people that are anti-Gypsy, really what they're doing, they don't realize it, is they're making Dee Dee look like a monster because they think she just used her kid for money. Now, at least Munchausen by proxy is she's using her for attention. Using a kid is wrong either way, but at least there's
I thought the anti-Gypsy people believed that Dee Dee, they want justice for Dee Dee.
Right.
So
you didn't know that Gypsy was really sick, but they were also malingering. They like to have it both ways. It was a con, but she was also really sick. It doesn't make sense, right? How can it be a con yeah.
Hold on, let me thank some people. Hold on. Thank you to Crystal Pistol, appreciate you. Thank you to Vicky. Fudge, the real Bethany. Sorry, your name is so hard to read. Amy Lynn, Called to Serve, Christy, Sierra, Sorcery, Sunnyfield, Angela, and Chris. Appreciate you all. Let me make sure I'm following everybody that I'm supposed to. I follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Called to Serve, I just followed you. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, Crystal Pistol, I just followed you. Oh no.
Perez would probably like to hear how nasty. I love y'all too. Y'all are the best.
There we go. Crystal Pistol, I followed you. And Amy Lynn, I just followed you. Okay. Well, we should talk some other time again.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I want to
be open-minded and just know.
Yeah, and I want to do a little bit more research because, like, I'm not that informed.
Well, don't do research on TikTok though. That's the thing. I wouldn't do research on TikTok because it's a lot of misinformation. They're going against experts. And at the end of the day, look at everybody who ever makes a pro Gypsy post, they get harassed until they take it down. Nobody does that unless, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm a trans woman. I'm really not, but that's what they say I am because they think it's an insult, I guess. I've been being called that for 2 years. I'm on rugs. They went real life. These people are crazy. And it's sad. Some of them are being manipulated by their cloud chasing, top dogs,
Tell Gypsy that I would love to go live with her.
Yeah, well, I'll tell her that. But just,
You'll probably say no, but listen, I would not be doing my job if I didn't put that out there.
I think she would say yes if you maybe are open. I'm like, well, I don't think Gypsy doesn't care who believes her at the end of the day. This is her life.
Listen, I think I've been very respectful to you.
No, you have been. Trust me, I get disrespected every day. You great.
So I would absolutely be respectful and open-minded to her.
You might get canceled though.
I don't care. I care about the views. I'll talk to anybody. I care about the views and the coins. I keep it real. And also, I've been canceled so many times, you can't cancel me.
That's true. I was about to actually say that. I was thinking, at the end of the day, point blank period, just remember this. They say she was really sick, but they say it was a con. Two things can't be true in that case. So,
well, tomorrow, she and I will go live.
We'll see. I'll talk to her.
I'm manifesting that. It was good chatting, and I'll try to, I'll watch more videos because there's so many videos I didn't even see.
I wouldn't watch videos. I'll send you some links.
All right, send me some links. I followed you, and it was good chatting.
Yeah, you too.
All right, have a good night. All right. I don't have too much more time, but if Fancy, I'll go live. Hold on. Am I? Oh no, I already went live with Fancy. Wait, Fancy's the one. Wait. Oh my God, it's all clicking now. Wait a minute. Fancy's the one that didn't show her face. Fancy's the one they claimed that befriended Gypsy. That's Fancy. Wait, who is the GWN? All right, I don't have too much more time. I've been live for so long now. Hello. All right, I think you have to be my last for tonight, though. I do.
Well, you saved the best for last then, because I'm the OG.
Oh,
I've been here since 2017. I am the person who broke this case in 2019, began calling out all of the lies. I know the entire family. I have spent years talking to them, both sides, the Petrie side and the Blanchard.
Let's do this at the battle forum. You can ignore the.
Yeah. No problem. Come on, guys. You know to light me up. So come on, light me up.
All right. You're a pro. I love it.
Oh, I used to battle hard. Yeah. I used to be a big battler. So
you've talked to both sides
of all of them. Yes. I have talked to all the Petrie family, which is Dee Dee's family. I've talked to all the Blanchard family and even the outliers. I've been doing it. I have 3 books. I actually have 4 books out about it now. I have a podcast that I put out in 2019.
It's triples for the first.
Triples right now, guys. Come on, triple it up.
I'll follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more.
Let's go, triple it up, baby.
I will follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Okay, so GWN, that's what I'll call you. Given
my name's Fancy.
What?
My name's Fancy.
Oh, you're Fancy.
I'm Fancy.
Okay. Oh, you're the journalist. You're the one. Oh, you're the one that you're the medical records. Oh my God. Okay.
I am. Yeah.
Why did I think Fancy was the one that didn't show her face? What was her name?
No, that's Starlight. That's Hello Starlight.
Y'all, I'm tired. Sorry, I'm tired.
Buddy, I'm the OG.
I've been dealing with Rob Reiner heaviness and just that's
Yes,
Okay.
that is tragic. That is very tragic.
Okay. So she sued you.
She did.
Can you talk about the outcome?
It got thrown out of court because they filed it in the wrong venue for one. They tried to pull a fast one and the judge just wasn't having it. Basically, they knew they were filing it in the wrong jurisdiction because they thought Missouri would be beneficial to them. They knew that my contract was out of California with them. They knew that I live in Kentucky and they live in Louisiana. There was no reason for them to bring me to Missouri whatsoever. And what happened?
Why did she not refile it?
Because they know better. Because I have the truth. I've never slandered anyone or defamed any of them. I've never lied about them. I have told the truth the entire time. As soon as I saw it, I spent 2 years dealing with them on their side and being the champion for them and going to the media and talking to In Touch magazine. I did an 8-part series debunking the act back in the day. I've written, like I said, there's 4 books out that I've written. 3 of them are transcripts from our podcast and a bounce back response as to why we feel the way we do today as opposed to how we felt in 2017. And in 2019 was when I first had my falling out with all of them and really began to see how much they were lying. And the mainstream media, unfortunately, is who crafted this whole thing. HBO was on site from day one. Before she was ever transferred from Wisconsin back to Missouri, she'd already signed her deal with HBO and they were already filming. And they are who crafted, with Christy Blanchard and Mike Stanfield, the false story of Munchausen by proxy. It has never been Munchausen by proxy, ever.
So that's what I was going to get to. So it's almost 2026. So from where you stand and based on talking to the families and seeing everything and even seeing her medical records, you believe what a lot of people believe, that Gypsy was not a victim of a...
No.
Okay, but we can be honest. Her mother was not this saint either, right?
I can't say that Dee Dee was a saint. I think she was a mother dealing with a very hard lot in life. She had a very sick child who was very difficult. And
when you say very sick, sick. From what I read about the Munchausen, the whatever microchromosome, whatever, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of issues with that. It is?
No. There is. And she has twice the normal size.
She would still...
average. So her deletion is twice the average size of the regular deletion. So the national average for this deletion is a 1.74. Hers is a 1.47 and hers is a 2.74. It's huge. And it covers all things. It covers the front functioning of the brain. It covers all of her body. Everything that she ever had wrong with her and has wrong with her today can all be linked to this microdeletion. And my girl, Colleen, who has a master's degree in nursing education, is who found it and who researched it and who proved this long before all these videos were out, long ago. And we have known about this for a very long time. We did not have confirmation of the deletion because she lied about it all these years until last year when we came out with it and we forced her to admit she actually has this disorder. And then since then, she's basically tried to play off of it. Well, I only have this thing or I only have that thing. No, you have all of it. And it is all explained through this one thing.
Hold on, let me just thank some people. Thank you so much to The Real Bethany. Appreciate you so much. Thank you to Pamcakes609. Thank you to Donna Denise. Thank you to Noelle Veneros. Thank you to Carmen Renee. Thank you to Called to Serve. Thank you to Millie the Mermaid. Thank you to Swirly Gig 19. Thank you to Melody 20152. Thank you to Texas Shorty, Moni, and everybody else. Let me quickly follow everybody that I said I would. I follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Okay, Pam Cakes, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Noelle, I just followed you. Donna Denise, okay, I requested you, you're a private account. Carmen Renee, I just followed you. Okay, so if this is such like an issue, such like a, that caused a lot of problems when she was younger, why does it seem like she's in good health now?
She's not in good health now. She lies about her health. She still has, if you watch how she walks, she still has problems with her gait. She talks about how her limbs, both her fingers and her and her legs go numb. She still has the problems with her asthma. She still has the problems with her eyes. And if her mother had not gotten the surgeries done for her eyes that she did, Gypsy Rose would be blind today. And they even told her that this was as far as they could possibly take the correction, or they would start getting to a problem with it overcorrecting and being and going backwards and helping her. So this is huge. Like, she didn't have 100 surgeries, Perez. She had 4 surgeries on her eyes. She had a muscle biopsy because she was lying to her mother that she couldn't walk. She was telling the doctors she couldn't walk. And she started this and has admitted that she started this as early as 6 years old.
So I think I'm understanding everything. So there's a large group of people who feel like, as you touched upon lightly, that I don't want to put words into anybody's mouth, but a lot of you feel like it's your responsibility to make a lot of noise because the masses, like myself, aren't familiar with a lot of these things, and the mainstream media has basically just eaten what they've been fed. They've eaten what they've been fed, because the mainstream media is busy or lazy or whatever. And I get all of that. But the flip side is, at the end of the day, isn't all attention good attention? And doesn't making content about her only help her?
No.
Okay.
The people that support her constantly put out lies every day. Gypsy Rose defames and slanders her mother every single day. She does it with passion and with malice, and has been from day one. And the media didn't just eat it up. They perpetuated it. They had all of this information. Erin Lee Carr at HBO had these documents. So did the press. So did the defense attorneys. So did the prosecution. They buried this and went with the narrative that made them money. And that has been the problem the whole time, because the only person who had the information is Gypsy, and 2 can keep a secret when one of them is dead.
So
that's
now
the whole thing.
Her Lifetime show is not renewed for another season, right?
Nope. No, ma'am. No, sir. Nope.
So
no, sir.
I don't know if she seems crafty, or cunning, whatever you're going to call it.
Yeah, it's way more than that, but yes. Okay. I get where you're going.
Some of you may not want to hear this, but I don't think she probably made a ton of money the last 2 years. Like, she made a good amount of money. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure she made a good amount of money.
It's not FU money. It's not FU money.
Exactly.
Okay. It's certainly not F everybody money. Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. So my question is, what do you think she will do in the, going forward?
She's just going to continue to keep rebranding herself and trying to somehow make herself stay relevant. Gypsy is all about attention. She always has been. Attention from her mother. In fact, that's the reason why she said she was doing this from 6 years old on, lying about not being able to walk, is because she didn't want to lose her mother's love. And all of this started around the time that Dee Dee's mother, Emma, got very, very sick and passed away. And I truly believe that Gypsy was angry with her mother for showing so much attention to her grandmother and taking the attention from her. I'm your sick child, not your sick mom. It's all about me. And that's her whole thing. And she may appear sweet, she may seem nice, but all of that is a facade. There is a sociopath inside of there. Really, I think she's a psychopath. But and I truly believe that this is hardwired in. And yes, it can also be traced back to that microdeletion that you think isn't a big deal. It is a big deal. It is the whole deal.
All right, I have a couple more questions. We'll do one more.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to log off because I'm like running out of steam.
Sure.
Let me think. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Teal Jedi. Thank you, The Real Bethany. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Puffiana. Thank you, Vanity Darkness. Thank you, Boss Mama of Boys. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Sunny Fields. Thank you, Honey. Thank you, Wims. Thank you all. Let me quickly follow everybody that I said I would. Okay, Miss Teal Jade, I just followed you. Okay, I think, okay.
I have a question for you.
Puffiana, I just followed you. Okay, I'm caught up. Okay, so.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Okay, ask me anything,
So you just had Gypsy's friend Bree on.
I was actually going to ask you a question about that.
What did you think? I want to know.
I don't know. That was my question. So something that I asked her, which she answered, and I'm curious to see if you have a counter or if she was lying about this. But I asked Bree, I wrote it down, if Gypsy had confided or confessed. Oh, it's triples for the next 30 seconds, y'all. Sorry. I will follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. If you've been enjoying my live stream, now is the time to support. Your support goes 3 times as far for the next 15 seconds. I'll follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Triples, y'all, for the next 10 seconds. Thank you, Boss Mama. Thank you, KC. We got 8 seconds of triples. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, The Real. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys.
Oh, thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Boss Mama. Okay, so my question to Bree, which this is like really important.
Right.
I asked, did Gypsy ever confide to anybody other than that boyfriend, Nick, that she allegedly was being abused by her mother? Do you know if she, because there was no trial, did she ever tell anybody, oh, my mom is doing this awfulness to me? Did she ever tell anybody?
In a way, like she's always lied about it. So if you watch the video where she talks about being the 6-year-old child, she knew that this attention was fleeting if she wasn't the sick little girl that got everything, So I truly do believe that there's other people that know. There are people that witnessed things. And that's the thing. Like, so what you don't know is that in 2009, when she was 18 years old, she was involved with a Comic-Con called VisiCon. And she ran away for 2 hours. She escaped. She ran off in her Mandalorian costume that was specifically made for her. And she was found inside a man's room, twice her age. This man was banned from VisiCon, and she was in a sexual...
She was 18 at the time.
She was 18 at the time, but they all thought she was still 15. Dee Dee had to prove that she was over 18. They knew that she was walking at this time. So those people that stood out there, Kim and David Blanchard, telling you, oh my God, she's a 14-year-old girl, and this is scary. No, they met her when she was pretending to be 12. So 7 years later, how is the girl still 14 years old? No, you don't have an answer for that one? Okay. So these people knew this. And in 2011, she did the same thing. She ran away with this guy, Dan. She told Dan everything she told Nicholas. And Dan, supposedly told her he could take her.
Dan was before Nick?
Yes. She has many men before Nick. That's a whole ruse. She was doing smecks online with men. She was in chats. She was going and seeing men. She was taking buses to see men. She even asked Nicholas, hey, can I hook up with this guy at the cupcake shop before we leave together? Because I'm feeling a little bit like I need to. Like I've got to get my rocks off before I go with you. So they knew. And he testified to this in open court in 2022, and they buried it yet again. They made sure that none of the pool camera recordings were put out. They would not release anything from that thing. There is an article on WKY3, and it talks about the 3 days of this 2022 appeal. And that's where all of these videos that we're seeing now were hidden. They were not entered into any type of evidence previously to 2022. Nicholas's attorney in 2022 is who entered all these into effect. And then they shut it down. She was trying to get access to a camera SD card that Gypsy had taken with her. And Dan Patterson, the prosecuting attorney, and the judge ruled that it was a fishing expedition. You've got hundreds of these videos that show exactly what this girl was like. And you're telling me that an SD card that she brought with her was just a fishing expedition? No.
So this is the last battle, but I have two questions.
No problem.
I forget who I asked, but you can only speculate. Here's one of the first questions that I asked, which still is one of the main questions that I have. If the prosecutor, you might have a different theory. The prosecutor had all this evidence, including videos.
Yeah.
Why did he give them, whatever, male or female, why did the prosecutor give Gypsy such a lenient deal?
Corruption. She's involved, in my opinion, allegedly for entertainment and educational purposes only. And I do have proof to back up all the things I say. I believe that she was really involved with some very high level people doing some very bad things. There is trafficking of people and rugs and all of this that is attached to all of this that people don't even know about. That's the thing. And so these men, these people that she got into in Missouri, when she's an adult, are what that's what all this is. And I truly believe there was a very big cover up. Medically, there was a cover up. Politically, there was a cover up. Dan Patterson, the prosecuting attorney at the same time, if you go back to 2015 and pull up everything from the Wayback Machine, you're going to see that the prosecuting attorney was being accused of not prosecuting crimes against children. And he was being called out about all of this. So how great is it that this honeypot of a deal just lands right in his lap, that he can go real hard on the guy, but not hard on the girl. And he can make this big statement. He was struggling in the polls. He wasn't going to win. He did all of that. It was an election year. You have to just know the basics of the story to even get to what we can even remotely call truth, because there's a lot more to it than what meets the eye.
Hold on, I forgot to thank everybody. Let me just quickly thank everybody. Thank you, The Real Bethany. Thank you, Woe is Jess. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Just Stephanie 25. Thank you, Sheena. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Ash Reagan. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Boss Mama of Boys. And thank you, Princess Piggy. All right, so the last question that I have, but let me make sure I follow everybody that I said I would. I follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. Okay, Angie just followed you. Sheena just followed you. Woe is Jess just followed you. Okay, my last question. Curveball. What are your thoughts on Ryan?
Well, let's just say, I was unimpressed with Ken when he arrived on scene and we had our row. By the time that Ryan came on scene, I had pretty much left and gone to the other side of, I can't do this, this is not truthful. I can't tell this story the way you're wanting me to. I think Ryan will never, ever give her up. I think he is a guy who she made him feel important. And I think that she got him under a contract as well. And I think that he's not genuine. He's used, and she used him for a ticket out because Ken was not her ticket out, because he didn't look good on paper like Ryan looked good on paper to the parole board. So she used him. as a way out, and she never had any intention of ever staying with Ryan. And I don't know why he can't get that through his head. It's upsetting. It's really upsetting. I had high hopes for him, and unfortunately, I was told by a source close to them when he came around, Rachel Garlick, who's Gypsy's ex-best friend, and what I was told was the reason that Ryan is still here is 100% because of Melissa Moore and the contract.
Is Rachel on TikTok?
She is. Her name is Rachel Garlick. And I just adore
I take
her.
notes. I'm gonna be more researched next time. Rachel, like garlic, like GARLIC.
Yep, Rachel.
CK.
And it's RACHEL, I believe, Rachel.
RACHEL. Rachel Garlic.
Yeah, Rachel Garlic.
Okay. This has been 2 hours. Very enlightening for me.
I have to say this. Please, Perez, we're giving you an opportunity here.
Well, I already wrote an article today.
Huge.
Did you see it?
Yeah, no, this is a huge opportunity. Please do what no one...
Let me show everybody. Hold on. Let me show everybody. If you missed it earlier, hold on. Let me flip my camera.
I did.
This is on my website. So if you guys go to my website and share this on social media, hopefully it encourages other media to report on it. The headline, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, disturbing new videos before Mother Dee Dee's schmurder released, revealing Gypsy's evil side, Ruby, and more. Watch. And then I made sure to include a lot of the videos and tried to do a good job. Some of the pretty bonkers ones. I mean, there was just so much video, so if you guys share this on the Red to the Id, if you share it on the Facebook, if you share it on the Ekis, share it everywhere. It would be greatly appreciated. I will go watch more videos. I will do more research. And I'll go, listen, don't come for me because I would happily go live with Gypsy. I'm about the clout. I'm about the clout. I'm about the coin. I'm about the good.
But if you have her on, don't be afraid to ask hard questions.
Oh,
please.
I will.
No one ever asks her hard questions. They all give her this fluff piece.
I think I asked
the person we need you to be.
I think I asked Bree good questions. If you guys, for those of you guys that were watching. Okay. Well, we'll talk again.
Yes, you have my. This is my account. You can message me anytime. And I will be happy to provide you whatever you need, okay? Because I'm the girl with all the stuff.
All right. Thank you. It's good chatting.
Good chatting with you too.
All right. Y'all, I am starving, and I also have to go work on Rob Reiner stuff. So depressing. Is Faith somebody in the Gypsy world? I can't do anybody else. Faith, what's her screen name? Is she a Gypsy person? Is Faith a Gypsy person? Is she a Gypsy person? Like part of the Gypsy world? Faith? No? Quiche? Who's Quiche? What's her screen name? Who should I follow so that tomorrow I can... Who's Quiche? I'll learn more. I'm going to follow Rachel Garlic. Quiche. Okay. I'm already following Quiche. I can't do her. Tell her I can't do her. I can't do anybody else today. Tell her I would love to go live with her tomorrow. Let's do tomorrow, okay? Tell her tomorrow. Let me make sure I'm following everybody that I said I would. Hold on. Okay. Shanae, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Dazed and Confused, I just followed you. Thank you for the support. Okay, my head is about to explode. Thank you all so much for an epic live stream. I go live here on TikTok every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Every weekday. Oh, shoot. Who sent that? I got to follow that person now. Thank you. I go live here every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Let me follow that person quickly. Thank you for the support. And I'm sure that thankfully my For You page will be flooded with more Gypsy Rose content. So I'll have more information. Oh no, that person must have a private account. Shoot. Was it Rosie? Oh, okay. All good. All right, thank y'all. I appreciate